Now we're going to turn our tape measure and the digital thermometer we've been using all semester into a simple snow probe for measuring temperatures both in the air and in the snow. I'm going to lay out the thermometer lead on the tape measure. As you can see, it's a little cold, so the thermometer lead is a little bit stiff. And now I'm going to, because I didn't prepare this ahead of time, try and look for Scotch tape in this very awkward way. Taking a little bit of Scotch tape and my teeth, I'm going to attach the probe at the head of the tape measure. Notice that I do not attach the tape directly to the metal part of the probe. I don't, because you're using this thermometer all semester, I don't want you getting it stuck with glue. I'm pushing down the tape and I'm just holding the thermometer in place. I'm now going to come back down and do this along the path of the thermometer at about 3 or 4 inch intervals, just to hold the thermometer securely in place. If you have duct tape or masking tape or electrical tape, that would probably work just as well. Electrical tape might even work better. And one last one. So now I have a snow probe that I can push into the snow, that we're going to measure temperatures in the snow. We're going to pause. Okay, so now I have a homemade snow thermometer. We're now measuring the air temperature about 3 feet above the snow surface. It's 11.1 degrees Fahrenheit, the air temperature. It took the thermometer a little while to cool down, about 10 minutes to the air temperature, so we let it sit out to get to this temperature before we accepted this was the air temperature. I'm now going to flick the dial to Celsius or centigrade, and it's about minus 11.6 Celsius, the air temperature here today. And just for comparison, yesterday it was minus 35 degrees Fahrenheit in Fairbanks. I'm now sticking the probe about halfway into the upper layer of snow. I'm sticking it in about 7 to 10 inches. And you'll notice that the temperature is beginning to change. I'm going to hold this here. It takes a little bit of patience. Let's see what the temperature becomes. The temperature is now 14.6 degrees Fahrenheit. And if I change that to Celsius, it's minus 10.9 degrees Celsius, and it seems reasonably stable. So the temperature in the snow is a little warmer than in the air above the snow. There'll be some fluctuation here. You can see we've jumped to 11.1 degrees Celsius. Go. To measure the snow temperature in the bottom layer, going in right at the bottom of the ground is going to be difficult because, as we saw, that's where the snow is hardest. So I'm going to go in a little above, still in the bottom layer of snow, so that I'm not dealing with the snow that's actually adhered to the ground. That's the toughest to get through. I'm going to guide this in a little bit to get it started, and I'm pushing in, again, about, if I can, 8 to 9 inches. And we're going to look at the temperature in Fahrenheit. And we can see that the temperature is going up, so you want to wait a little while. It's now 17.5 Fahrenheit. This may take a little patience. I've done this with my bare hands. You may want to do it with gloves. We're up to 18.3 Fahrenheit, 20.8 Fahrenheit, 21 Fahrenheit, 21.1 Fahrenheit. As you can see, the temperature changes are now becoming smaller. We're probably close to an accurate temperature measurement. 21.4 Fahrenheit, 21.6 Fahrenheit, 21.9 Fahrenheit, 22.1 Fahrenheit, 22.2 Fahrenheit. And it appears to be stable at 22.2 Fahrenheit. But as you see, it took a few minutes to get there. So that's what we'll record, 22.5 Fahrenheit or 5.3 Celsius. We've just made our temperature measurements in the air, in the surface layer of snow, and in the base of the snow, and found that the air temperature is colder than the air in the snow, and therefore there are different processes going on in the snow than described by the air temperature. We'll come back to this later. Thank you.